Lifestyle Daily. We are fixing that broken pen. We told you on Fridays we like to take it easy, let our hair down, and discuss relationship topics. This morning I've been joined by a relationship expert, Stephen Wanda Kojo Ate, beautifully looking white. And then I also have Bernice, whom I like to call Nuna, and she is a performer. Lady and gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's fix this broken pen story, shall we? Dear broken pen readers, I need your advice. In the last few months, I have watched what is rightfully mine move to someone else. The only person that I love and adore also loves and adores someone else, and my mind is breaking into pieces. I grew up with Junior in the same neighborhood. Our parents were close friends, and as a result, we did everything together, from going to the same school to playing together. As you might imagine, they teased us of becoming a married couple in the future, but no one ever took it seriously. I've watched Junior grow up into a fine man. He has everything from the looks right down to the brain. I admired him from afar and gradually began developing feelings for him, even though I never told him. I expected him to make the first move, but nothing happened, even though I could tell the signs were there. He used to take me out and was always worrying about if I had eaten or if any boy was worrying me, and to me, that meant he was also into me. In the end, he gathered enough courage and told me there was something he wanted to ask me. When he said that, I knew the moment had come. I was finally going to be with Junior. That's what I was thinking, till he asked me to be a part of his groomsmen train for his traditional wedding. All I heard was wedding, so I said yes right away. We hugged and he left. It was later that I realized I had been a fool. The pain in my chest was unbearable. He was going to marry another girl, and I had accepted to dress like a man to follow his male friends in support of him. Readers, I have cried so much, even though I have tried to be happy for him. He's my closest friend. I love him. I love him too much to change my mind, but I know it should be me standing opposite or next to him, rather, I think, next month, and not behind him. The tailor has taken my measurement, and my kaftan is almost ready, but I am willing to do anything to stop this wedding from happening. I can't stand the thought of watching him smile because of someone else. Before I want to spend 2024 and forever with Junior. Please help me on what to do. Help me fix my broken pen. Gentleman and lady, well, you've heard the story.
Yeah.
Where would you start from, Stephen?
I think it's rather unfortunate for her. I first of all want to commend the literature. She put up a very good writing, and I want to commend that. But it's rather unfortunate for her. Every relationship I see is from the legal point, and I will always say that it's a contract. There is an offeror and there's an offeree, and so whoever proposes becomes the offeror. Whoever receives and considers the proposal becomes the offeree, and there is what we call consideration. There is acceptance. The other terms and conditions within the relationship could be emotional commitment, financial commitment, physical commitment, romantic and maybe sexual commitment. Those are the terms and conditions. Those terms and conditions may exist between them, but it doesn't make them people who are courting or dating. And so the guy has every right to move on and give him or give her that big announcement. And it's rather unfortunate, like I said, again, on her side, to receive that shock. So in the first place, maybe you develop the feelings you develop the thought of establishing that relationship with her. Why wouldn't you say it? Why didn't you say it? So other terms were working out. Maybe there was emotional commitment. There may be some level of support and any other commitments, but the man needs more than that to establish a relationship. And if that doesn't come, why not?
Okay, these people have been friends since they were children.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what she's saying. So this is your childhood friend.
That's a very good term to build a relationship.
Yeah, but you know, someone who's your childhood friend,
Yes.
you don't immediately start thinking romantic. about the person.
Yeah.
Usually, because you do everything. This person has probably seen you naked when you were bathing. You know, you see each other when you're bathing outside and all that. And then now you're going. She said, I've watched him become a fine man.
Yeah.
So I'll say maybe after high school, then, you know, in university, you start seeing the man for who he is. He starts seeing you for who you are. But let's use our lives as maybe case studies. Have you, Benis, have you ever liked someone and not told them before? Kept
Well,
it to yourself. There's attraction, right?
Oh, yes.
And
Oh,
there is, this one is not just attraction. It's like you really, really like
yes,
the
you
person.
really, really like the
Right.
person. Yeah.
So I'm not talking I'm not talking about attraction, because you could be attracted to someone and not let them know. Yeah. But have you liked someone so much that you would want to be in a relationship with this person, but you never told them?
no. Why should I hide it? I'm telling you. Okay, so I'm attracted to you. I like you. I have feelings for you. I feel I should be able to open up and tell you that this is how I feel. Even if it doesn't lead to anything, I make it clear. I'm not asking for a relationship. I'm not asking for anything. I just feel you have a right to know that I have feelings for you.
Isaac said you have not told her anything up to now. He's waiting. But so have you told a man? Have you told someone that I like you, maybe based on 1, 2, 3? I really, really like you. Have you been able to tell a man that before?
Yes.
What was his response or reaction? You are smiling.
Okay. Honestly, so I can say not all, but most of the relationships I've been, I made the first move.
That's very
Interesting.
brave. That's very
Very
brave.
interesting. That's not usual, is it? Why do you make the first move and not wait for the man to?
Okay, so I realized something. My gender is always waiting for the man to make the move. But here lies the case. Our generation, the men have seen that because we think they will make the move, they will play along with you till you get fed up or they get fed up. So if I have seen maybe signs, and then I believe that, okay, if I should make the move, or, okay, I've developed feelings for you, I should be able to tell you that, okay, maybe Stephen, maybe Godwin, I have feelings for you. So this is it. I'm not asking for anything, but I believe you have the right to know. So I believe if you have feelings for somebody, the person has that right to know. Well, that's according to me. But then, why hide it?
Okay. So basically, communicating your feeling does not necessarily guarantee a relationship.
Yeah.
You are not asking to be in a
It's
relationship
a
with a person.
proposal. It's a proposal. So there should be consideration and acceptance. That's what establishes the contract of you and I having any form of relationship at all. Like even with what the story says, I think the lady is overreacting. You don't really know the man. If you really know the man from inside out, like she's saying, that they've been childhood friends and all that, you should see the signs that the guy is chasing someone else.
I wanted to ask that because if this person is your closest friend, you definitely know when
You
there's a
definitely
girl,
know
as a woman
until marriage
in his
and
life.
announcement.
Yeah.
That was a shocking.
Or maybe because she thought it was a done deal, because, you know what, no matter what woman comes into his life, me, I've known him since childhood, we're together, you know, he cares for me. He's even jealous when somebody, maybe the guy acts jealous. Maybe sometimes, hey, which boy are you talking to? Or maybe, you know sometimes guys are like that. They may not necessarily want you, but also they feel a certain way when somebody else is coming close to you. Right?
Yeah,
Do you agree?
it's the psychology of men. That's what we do. And
Or humans.
I would say men, we are not straightforward. Maybe I like her. I want her to notice and give me some feedback through her reaction before I propose. Because I don't want to be bounced.
Exactly.
That is it.
Exactly.
So that's the psychology. Maybe the guy played on her once or twice and maybe it didn't pick for him.
Yeah.
But you will not get a feedback from him that it won't work. So he has moved on. You get it. So I think, like I said, she has taken this too far. And so she should wear the kaftan like that.
I guess when it comes to matters of the heart, in this case, we were saying that there should be no assumptions.
Yeah. Yes, that is it.
Right?
It should be a contract, properly established contract.
Yeah.
It could be verbal, or it has always been verbal when it comes to relationships. So I like you. I want you to be my girlfriend. I give you the offer. As the offeree, you think about it. That is the consideration. So you go think about it, and then you give me your consent. You've agreed. You've accepted the offer. That is a contract. So every form of relationship should come with this contract. Clear-cut communication, not assumptions. That's the problem we are having.
Bernice, when do you think it's appropriate to communicate your feelings to someone you really like? When do you think it's appropriate? And do you think that there's a difference between a man and a woman when it comes to that point where you know that I'm ready to tell this person how I feel? For a man, like he said, I'll let you answer that. But for a man, perhaps when I feel a certain whatever for someone I like, like you said, because I don't want to go and say it, and she'll say, "Oh, you there? You are funny. Oh, maybe you are this, you are that." I'm going to hold back a bit and study. Okay, does she like me too? In our chats, when I flirt with her, does she flirt back? I'll observe all these things before I make the move. But that's personal. Is it same for women? What do you look out for before you communicate your feeling to someone?
Okay, so personally, I show it with actions. So words, actions, the way I talk to you, the way I give you attention, the way I devote myself to you. So when I do that for some time, and then maybe I'm getting a similar energy back, or I realize, okay, it's a bit shaky, or I feel, okay, now it's time. If I've been able to show this to you for, let's say, 3 months, 2 months, and then I realize, nah, me hiding it from him is like going to cause a problem, or is going to be sort of a hindrance. I'm just going to go all out. See, let me tell you. So I'm attached. I've developed feelings, and if it's going to affect us, I'm going to step back. So if I step back, this is the reason. But then, well, fortunately or unfortunately for me, most often when I go that way, I get, no, don't push back. I also want you around. Then later on, we build the friendship, then we build a relationship. There's been instances where we've rushed into a relationship and it didn't end well. So.
Okay, does dating play a role in all of this? Because, and by dating, I mean, I'm not talking about being in a relationship because we get it wrong sometimes. Dating as in, oh, do you want to hang out? Do you want to go see a movie? Do you want to go have some drinks? Do you want to go here? Like,
I think that's the key. The key
that's where you start observing.
Yes, that's where you start observing. In fact, that's where you begin to test the person's mind and get to realize that, yes, she's in, she's not in.
But before even all that, don't you like the person? Is it everybody you will call and say, let's go and see a movie? Because I'm guessing that once I text someone and say, any friend of mine, and I say, Charlie, what are you doing this weekend? Except for my best friend, who is a guy, of course. But if it's a lady friend and I say, hey, let's go see a movie, do you think that for the woman, in that moment, she's thinking, oh, this is a friendly gesture. We're just going to see a movie. I mean, it's a weekend. I don't have anything doing. So do you think that's how the woman thinks?
Why wouldn't you?
Or
of
once
course.
you ask for that, which is it's going to be a date anyway.
Yes, it's definitely a date. It's obviously a date. Whoever you ask, if it's not your sister, if it's not your mom, your dad, whoever you ask,
you're communicating something.
You're communicating something.
So it can be that you just want to hang out with a friend.
Why would you hang out with a friend? Get a girlfriend and hang out with a girlfriend. And if you don't have a girlfriend,
you see what's happening here.
And if you don't have a girlfriend, whoever you approach, it means that you want to communicate something to the person.
Because I think women understand this differently, right? Because we are looking at this person's story and we are looking at childhood friends and all that. So maybe for the guy, this is my childhood friend. If he doesn't feel that same way, saying let's go out, let's go drink coffee, it's normal for him. I'm doing that with my friend.
And that is the source
of the woman, she receives it differently.
That is the source of the problems we are having, including our ladies' own. If I'm not your girlfriend, me and you have no business going to the movies. You should get a boyfriend. If you want to go to the movie, get a boyfriend. Let your dad take you to the movie. Let your mom take you to the movie. Let your boyfriend take you to the movie. But if you propose that I take you to the movie, you want to build a form of relationship, and that could bring any form of commitment. And when that happens, later when I propose to you and you reject, it's going to affect me the way it is affecting this.
Let me ask the lady here. So if any of your colleagues here say, hey, you want to have lunch? Let's go have lunch.
Okay.
What's the first thing that will come to your mind?
Actually, it depends on the type of relationship I have.
You have with the
him.
person.
So say we
If
are
I
friends.
ask you, if I said let's go have lunch, what will come to your mind? First and foremost, you with a relationship with me.
With the bet.
No, honestly. So, honestly, if you should ask me, Benis, let's go have lunch, it's like mentor-mentee.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how you see it.
That's how I'll see it. So it depends on the type
If Mamson asks you, the camera guy asks you,
Let's go.
Okay, you see
Because
that.
I'm on that level with him. We are friends.
Okay.
Or we are colleagues.
If Jerome asks you.
Hey.
Okay. So I'm understanding that for women, it depends on who is starting
yes,
the,
yes.
you know,
Yes.
and they'll be able to tell. So with this lady, looking at the friendship she had with this guy since childhood,
Yeah.
why would she feel a certain way for him and think that he also feels the same way about her? And so when he's asking questions like, hey, which guy are you talking to on the phone like that? Hey, you dear. She would really think that, oh, he likes me, that's why he's asking me these things.
I think it's obvious, and ladies are very emotional, and that's how they think. Guys are very cognitive. Okay, they are not that emotional. I'm your best friend, so should you be dating, I should be the first person to know. So
Yeah.
if you are with me and you are making some calls, maybe I can query you, who is that? But it shouldn't make you feel like I have any interest in you. That is what I am trying to say, and that is the problem they both had encountered without any clear-cut
But the boy
communication.
didn't do anything.
Yes.
Or you think the boy also closed his mind, like the guy deliberately, because he should see when a man should see when a woman likes him.
Yes,
right?
perhaps.
A man should see when a
even
woman likes him.
until
Sometimes.
yeah, perhaps even
Sometimes when I go to
until
tell
that announcement was made to the girl, maybe there were still dates that were going on between them. They came back from a movie, maybe they went out to eat, and that kept going on. Why wouldn't you be doing that with your girlfriend, your fiancé, until that moment? Like she would have prepared her mind to take or absorb that news till the day it was announced. So yes, he also has a problem. If he considered the lady as the best friend, childhood friend, that should be communicated earlier. Charlie, I've seen someone, I'm crashing on someone. Some of them, those very good friends, those childhood friends, they will even do the proposal for you. They go just the lady and starts the conversation even for you. He kept it from her, so he's also at fault.
He kept it from her because for her to say that, you know, he said, I wanted to talk to you, and then immediately he's saying that I want you to be a good man. It means that the girl didn't know.
Yes, she didn't know.
So he probably was leading her on. Probably, maybe she didn't say it in the thing, but he probably was giving her signs, and then was keeping whoever he was with away from her, and then suddenly says, you know what, you've been my childhood friend, so there should be no big deal. I'm going to get married.
That's the reason why when your colleague asks you out, let's go for lunch, you should query it.
Hey, why are we going for lunch?
Why are we going for lunch?
It's free food.
Don't you have free food? Free food, good, free food. But do you have a girlfriend?
Hey.
Yes, I do. Okay, so it's just lunch because you want bets, so you want me to enjoy some. Yes, then it is clear. We go sit down, we eat. We know that the basis of that lunch is just because I want bets.
It's rather unfortunate.
Not for any
It's
feeling.
rather unfortunate that we don't have too much time for this conversation, and time is up for us. But in wrapping the conversation briefly for both of you, how should a man know when a woman likes him, and how should a woman know when a man likes her? And what advice would you give to this lady? She says she wants to do everything to destroy the relationship, to destroy the marriage. What advice would you give to her?
If she does that, we'll call her witch. We call her witch. That is the basis of it. We'll call her witch. Someone who doesn't like
She's going for
the
what she
other
wants.
person's. She will be a
Going for what
witch.
she wants. Me.
She will cross the line to becoming a witch, and that wouldn't be the best thing. It has happened, and I think it should be maybe a reminder for her. If you want something from the onset, communicate it properly. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works, good for you. So on the second part of the question, how should a woman know that a man knows that the lady is interested?
How do you know? You're married?
Yes, married.
Okay, how did you know your wife before that?
I
The then
started,
girlfriend?
I started flirting with her in
Ah,
conversations.
right.
Yeah, so on WhatsApp test, I started flirting, and she was very hard to get, you know. Like, I was proposing to her for like almost 2 years before she accepted.
Why are they all-
Yeah. Sure.
Wabebue,
Investment, yeah.
that's interesting.
So I started with flirts. So on WhatsApp chats, we meet, we begin to flirt. When so I'm feeling cold. Oh, go heat some water, then you know that.
Why she doesn't know that she can hit water too.
Then you know that it's not coming. So when you start
yeah.
with those vibes, and then
Yeah.
she gives you the same energy back, then you know that.
Oh, I'm
it's-
feeling
it's get-
cold. Oh, I wish I was there to hold you. I know that. Yeah. I see. I'm
you see,
I'm learning.
So
Ben
first
is-
of all, in your conversation, start flirting. There are some flirts that sounds like insult. This I want to send as caution. There are certain things you don't tell a woman.
Yes.
So can I come do this? No. I don't even want to go there. So, but on a very positive note, give some cool vibes. If she retaliates or gives you the same energy, why not? Then you start paving the way.
You do it respectfully.
Yes, you do it respectfully.
Final comments.
Okay, so I think one thing that I've realized is currently men do not like to express themselves, so they show it. So if you're able to realize that, okay, this gentleman is a bit on my side, and then you also give him the same energy.
You like a
Make-
man who doesn't say it, just he's giving signs. Which one do you like? A man who says, Charlie, me, I like you, what's up? Can we start something? Or the one who's giving you signs and is holding back and giving you signs? Which one do you like?
Mr. Nambo, we're on air. We'll have that conversation back door.
Yes, please.
But then I actually prefer a man who'd talk to me. Okay, Dennis, this and this and this. And
So,
we move.
straightforward.
Yeah, but then if you come and then you are showing it to, but
You
then
also accept it like that because
Last.
maybe I want to. Okay, yeah, right. Well, Stephen, thank you very much, relationship expert. Where can we find you?
At
Social
TikTok,
media.
yes, TikTok at Sewanda, and Facebook Sewanda, and TikTok Sewanda_1, and then Facebook Sewanda, and Instagram Sewanda. So I'm also a staff of GH Media School. I work at the administration. So we are having a hectic period now. We are admitting students now.
Beautiful.
So yes, so we are
Beautiful.
having.
Thank you so much for making the time to join us this morning.
You're welcome.
Benes, performer, actress, where can we find you?
okay, Instagram afi.nuna, Facebook Benis Nuna, every other place Benis Nuna. When you type Benis Nuna, you find me.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Afi
you too.
and Stephen, for that. Guys, Lifestyle Daily is done. There's some more on the show. Stay.